Hello everyone, my name is David Cook. I am the founder, lead investigator, researcher, psychic medium, parapsychologist and tech guy for Essex Ghost Investigations. I also do a radio show called The Ghostly Hour, which is on KCOR Radio every Sunday, 2 PM Pacific, 5 PM Eastern, 10 PM UK time, depending on when the clocks go back and forward. But I'll keep you updated with that, not a problem. And I thought to myself, we've got all these programs that show us paranormal investigations, so they say. They're rushed, there's too many bad habits. So I thought, why don't I make videos, seeing as though I've got like 40 years experience within the paranormal area, on what it's really like to be a paranormal investigator. So here we are. So the first question I want to ask is why? Why do you want to be a paranormal investigator? Now, it's probably the TV shows that got you interested in the first place. Brilliant. But now you've got to decide why you want to do it and where you want to go with this. So, if you do want to perhaps get the experience that they have on TVs and you want to have their results, I'd say stick to arranged ghost hunts, because then that means you are a ghost hunter. So stick to the arranged ones and build up your experience that way. Now, if you want to be an investigator and actually help the spirits and help the people going through problems, there's a lot more involved, trust me. So one of the first things you've got to do is get permission. That is important, because without permission you will be trespassing. You will get yourself in trouble and you will give the paranormal field a bad name. So please get permission first. The ways you can do this, you can do email. So if you know the property owner, or if you write off to the council in the town where you wish to investigate, brilliant. Or, which seems more common nowadays, most people have got social media. Most people have got a Facebook, a Twitter account, an Instagram account, a Snapchat account. So just get in touch with them that way and hope and pray that they get in touch with you. But please do not do this without permission, because that is a big no-no. Now you've got permission, they've said yes, you can come along. The next thing you've got to do is assemble your team. Now when it comes to teams, because I will say, I know there are people out there that do it on their own. That's fair enough, that's up to them. But it's always good to go in pairs at least, because in that way, if you do get into any bother, at least there's someone there to help. Otherwise, if you're on your own and you end up getting trapped, you could be there for a long while and no one is going to know you're there. So always at least make sure you go in pairs. Now, teams. You really want a diverse members in your team. So if you can get people from different religious backgrounds who accept the paranormal, not all of them do. So if you can get that, women as well as men, because I believe that women attract the spirits more because they're auras, and some of them may be mums, so they will get attracted to your team and you will get better results with a more diverse amount of people that you have. Have a skeptic. Now, I know there's a lot of people in the paranormal who are down on skeptics, but they see things that we may not. If you're a believer, and I'm a big believer, being a psychic medium, then you need a skeptic. You need a skeptic to balance out the team. They may see things you may not. As a believer, you tend to look at things with blinkers on. So have a skeptic. Honestly, a diverse team works better than everyone with the same ideas. So you've got permission, you've assembled your team. Now, when you go to a property or you go to someone's house, the next thing you've got to remember, and this is the one thing I'm finding out more and more, is not within the paranormal, respect. Okay? Respect. What I mean by that is you need to respect the spirits. You're going into their past. You're going into what they may consider their property. So please respect them. Respect the person who you're investigating for. They could be going through hell. Last thing they need is any sarcastic remarks. So respect the person. Respect the opinions of your team. There could be a member of your team that comes up with this fantastic idea. Best thing to do, listen, take it on board, try and work it into the investigation somehow. You never know. You might get a fantastic result from it, better than what you would have done if you hadn't listened. So respect plays a big part. Also, respect the property. Nothing worse than actually going into a property and just trying to provoke and something gets smashed. Please do not do that. Provoking, big no-no. I know they do it on the shows, I know they get results, but they get the wrong results. Over time, it is going to take its toll. So be respectful, enjoy it, send out positive vibes, and you will get better results than what you would by trying to provoke. Now, like I mentioned earlier, safety, that is most important. Go in pairs if you're in a big place or in a group of 3. Do not wander off without telling someone where you are going to go. If someone wants to go with you, take them. But do not wander off without letting anyone know. So perhaps, I don't know, if you've got some walkie-talkies, brilliant. Have one each, and then at least you can keep track on each other. If you're going to a building that looks derelict and hasn't been maintained for a long while, be very, very careful. It could be that perhaps parts of the ceiling are crumbling. It could be plaster on the wall coming off. Could be floorboards missing. Massive gaps in floorboards. So please, please, be very careful in where you go. Perhaps go there during the daytime first. Have a look around and see if there are any kind of dangers. Assess it before you actually do the investigation. Now, they don't have to be nighttime, so don't automatically assume that we all investigate at night, because we don't. Spirit energy is around us all the time. So you can do day investigations, which I have done myself, or you can stick to the night investigations. Now, to me, it seems like the reason why night investigations are possibly more common is because during the night, our bodies go into survival mode. Now, what I mean by that is a perfect example is a blind person. Their sense of vision has gone, but their sense of smell, their sense of touch, their sense of hearing, that all enhances. Also, their intuition enhances as well. So if we get a sense that just before we walk into a room that there's something not quite right, that is also heightened. Now, the reason why they do this on TV is for dramatic effect. I've got to be honest, the one thing I hate the most about the TV shows is the music that they put in to try and make it even more scary. It's not needed. It really is not needed. Everything you get should speak for itself. Now, speaking of shows, as I said, they're rushed. They've only got 45 minutes to an hour to fill. So, of course, they've got to cut to all the best bits. As a paranormal investigator, when you go to a building, the reality is you'll probably be sitting there for hours. And you're probably thinking to yourself, nothing's happening here. What do I do? Keep at it. Keep talking. Talk to the spirits like I'm talking to you now, or you talk to someone else. It isn't until you get back and actually review the evidence, if you're not a psychic medium, this is, that you might, and I say might, get something. So don't think nothing's happening. Don't think that I'm going to get up and go somewhere else now. Keep at it. There's a good chance you might get something. Now, if you are a psychic medium and you do hear something, then the equipment is a good way of backing up what you've heard. It will back up your experience, what you feel. So keep at it. It's like fishing, basically. There's times when you get everything, there's times when you get nothing. There's been plenty of times I've got nothing. But when I have got something, trust me, it still shocks me now, even though I'm a believer. When you go to these things, do not expect anything to happen. That is unfortunately, one of the biggest flaws we have. Because we see these shows, we think we're going to go somewhere, we're going to get all this fantastic evidence because we're using the equipment that's been seen on TV and they've managed to do it. Please don't do that. The reason why I say this is if you get back and you realise you haven't got anything, then you are going to be disappointed and you're probably not going to want to go to another one. So go there with no expectations, go there with respect, keep pursuing what it is you're trying to find out, and then when you come back, make sure you have a good rest. And the reason why I say that is these can drain us. When we're in the dark, everything is heightened, we use more energy. So we become tired quicker. So make sure you get yourself a good rest. Get up the next day, nice and fresh, and then go over any evidence that you think you may have got. Well, thank you for tuning in to this first episode. I hope this has helped in some way. I hope you stay safe while you do this. And please Don't be like you see on TV. It does not work. And as you see, sometimes it does have the reverse effect of what it should do. So please respect, get permission, no expectations, get plenty of rest. If need be, get in touch with a local team, because I know there's loads of them around now, in no matter what area you are in, and go with them. Ask them if you can tag along and observe what some of them do. Then develop your own way. Don't just take our word for it. You need to develop your own way, just like I've done. So, hopefully that's helped you all. Thank you for watching this first episode on the guide to being a paranormal investigator. On the next one, we shall be going through equipment and checking it. Stay tuned, everyone. Remember, it helps to know, and I will see you on the other side. Take care, everybody. Till next time.